No.
And then
I can't think of any other way to say no other than no.
And my third point, if I can,
Yeah.
did you hear the Australian billionaire this week who
Yes.
got in trouble for saying some really offensive things?
Yeah.
Basically being pro-serfdom.
Yes, that's right.
He wanted the feudal system back. And can I read you a quote of what he actually said? Or have you already read it out?
No,
already?
go ahead, yeah.
Oi, oi, oi. We need to see unemployment rise. Unemployment has to jump to 50%. Because arrogant workers aren't productive enough. We need to see pain in the economy.
Yeah.
We need to remind people that they work for the employer and not the other way around. And then he said governments are already kind of doing this. And I thought, Jesus, is this what they talk about when they're going for their, I don't know,
absolutely
human hunting on the weekend? It's just depressing.
Yes, human hunting.
Pain.
Yeah.
They want it.
Exactly, and they seem to be getting their way in large amounts. Yeah, there's no doubt about it.
We are going to be wearing potato sacks and
They want a return.
Bones in our hair.
They want a return to the workhouse. They want us to be begging for small change. They want us to be working 7 days a week to exhaustion and then die early and not be a burden. That is essentially what billionaires are interested in, increasing their wealth at the cost of everybody else. Because here's the thing. If you had £1 billion and you distributed it amongst the public, then don't ask me to do the maths, but so don't correct me on the maths, but let's say everybody would get £10. Now, for a billionaire, they would think, well, that's just a waste, because what's a poor person going to do with £10? And how is that going to benefit me? Not at all. And so rather than distribute £1 billion among everybody for the benefit of the whole country, they would much rather have the £1 billion and just give it to themselves. And by that method, they would make themselves happy. And to hell with everybody else. And that seems to be the way of the world. Because when and I think the guy's name is Gurner or Gurner, right? Gurner. I tweeted a couple of things about him. And when that outburst on video, which was caught on video, when it went viral, his response was to issue an apology and to say that he was completely incorrect about that and he doesn't actually believe it. Well, forgive me, but I find that hard to credit. He when his announcements about wanting unemployment to increase by 50%.
50%, which is basically like Irish potato famine level. Okay.
No, I don't think he meant he wanted to increase employment to 50%. Unemployment, yeah. I think he wanted to increase the level by 50%. In other words, 50% more rather than half of all the workforce.
Oh, okay.
But, you know, that seems a bit extreme. But you know what? They're going to get their way because with artificial intelligence and the robotization of the workplace, people will be fired in large numbers. So that billionaire will actually get his way. People will be not arrogantly treating the work as something that they may or may not do, and they'll change their jobs if they don't get what they want and can work at home for a couple of days a week and expect, sick pay and all of the rest of it. That he is going to get his way, and it's going to happen much quicker than people realise. People are going to be fighting over minimum wage jobs, mostly on a moped, delivering food to people like that.
Well, the only joy I can find is even if I'm poor and he's a billionaire, his hairline is so far back, he might as well be in the Old Testament. His forehead is so huge. Did you see it? He has all that money, and his hairline is like...
Well, it's because of the enormous size of his brain. It's actually...
The evil secrets he's keeping.
Pushed the hair out of his head, the size of his brain, or something like that. Adam, going to have to go. Thanks for that.
This is LBC with Nick Abbott. Call 034...